Hello guys, in this video, let's run our device stimulator code to register device in IoT Hub using DPS. So this code is executed to automatically register device in IoT Hub through DPS, of course. Then in our last video, we have already created DPS. So if we go to Azure portal, so again we are in Azure portal and this is the DPS instance which we created in our last video. Let me open it. And under that we added linked IoT Hub and we created enrollment group as well. Let's go back to our PP. So again we have added linked IoT Hub and enrollment group in DPS. And guys, important thing, this program is embedded in hardware of device which gets executed when the device is switched on for the first time, and we as cloud developers do not manage it. Okay, but this is just for demonstration purpose that when the device is switched on, this code to enroll device in DPS gets executed and in turn device will be registered and configured in IoT Hub. Okay, then now as we can guess, we will need below details to connect our device in IoT Hub using DPS. So of course we will need device ID, then we will need primary key for enrollment group in DPS. So and how we can get it? Let's again go back to the Azure portal. So again we are in Azure portal and I have opened our DPS instance and we are under manage enrollments, and this is the enrollment group which we created in our last video. Let's open it, and here you can see primary key. So you can simply copy it and that is the key for our enrollment group, and obviously we will need it, right? Because when the device is turned on, we need to enroll that device in this enrollment group, and this enrollment group is a part of DPS. And now let's again go back to our PPT, and we will need ID scope, that is unique identifier of DPS. And again how we can get it? Let's again go back to Azure portal. So let's click on our DPS service, let's go to overview, and here we can see this ID scope. And guys, we will need one more thing, that is this global device endpoint. So it is global endpoint for this DPS service, and again it is same for all the DPS instances within Azure, right? And now let's go to the Visual Studio and let's see what we have over there. So again guys, we are in Visual Studio and I have created this console app, that is DPS demo, and let me take you through this code. So first we have this method which is getting called, and the method is automate device registration using DPS. So in this method we have this enrollment group primary key, so which we have already seen how we can retrieve it. Then we have this ID scope of our DPS, again we have seen how to retrieve it. Then this will be the name of device or device ID which will be enrolled in DPS, and then ultimately it will be registered in IoT Hub. And let me show you IoT Hub quickly. So let me duplicate this tab, let's go to home, let's click on IoT Hub, let's open our IoT Hub, let's go to devices, and you can see as of now there is only one device, and that we have added manually in one of our older videos. Okay, and now this device, that is Harshal-IoT-device 2, it will be added, but it will be added through DPS. And then again we have this DPS global endpoint, and again we have seen it how we can retrieve it from overview tab of DPS service. Okay, now the first thing, let me just expand it this. We are passing enrollment group primary key, that is its unique identifier for enrollment group which we created in DPS, and then device ID, right? And we are getting some symmetric key over here. Again guys, you don't need to go in detail of this program. This program will be there in the hardware of the device, so anyway we do not take care of it. Okay, so at the end we get enrollment and device details combined. Okay, then we created an instance of this security provider symmetric key. Okay, and again this instance, that is security, it contains enrollment ID and device ID. Okay, and then on line number 35, if you observe, we are passing this enrollment ID and device ID. We are also passing the DPS ID scope, that is unique identifier of DPS service, and then DPS global endpoint. So that means here, that is the code which I have highlighted, we have passed all the necessary information, that is device ID, then DPS ID scope, DPS global endpoint, and enrollment group information as well within that DPS. And finally, we are simply registering this device in IoT Hub. Okay, and on line number 44, I have added a debugger, so that when this debugger is reached, our device should be registered in IoT Hub. So let's run this program. And you can see our debugger has been hit. That means device must be enrolled and registered in IoT Hub in DPS. And let's cross check it. So let's again go back to the Azure portal. So again, we are in our IoT Hub and we are under devices. Let me simply say refresh. And yes, we can see this device, that is Harshal-IoT-device-2, which got added through DPS.